Hi guys, welcome to your bi-weeklies, and just give me a minute to a minute and a half for just a quick intro. First of all, I want to thank you FeedSpot for basically giving Cat Tarot such a great honor. Being in top 50 on the entire YouTube is like absolutely stunning. It is amazing. And thank you, so I really appreciate it. However, I actually should thank more to all of you, my users, because without you this just wouldn't happen. So it really kind of like makes me feel great, and I again want to thank you for I actually want to invite you to join my Facebook pages if you haven't already. I actually am considering to post some different readings on that platform. As you know, the wise people say it's not good to put all eggs in one basket. So it's going to be a free reading contest for all of you who join, and also for all of you who already joined who are actually sharing the content. So there is some kind of incentive. I just want to spend a few more words just to let you know that you know how this really works. This is only me, and I am doing all these videos. So if you just do the count, there are like 36 videos. So multiply this by 4 and the time that is being spent on these videos, and you will see how much time I actually donate to you every month. If you calculate, it's going to be about 60 hours. So I am not asking for any accolades or anything. I'm just telling you this is like the time that is basically taken away from my family, from my friends, and mostly from me. And I also need some time off for myself, as I'm just a human, just as everybody else. And I'm leaving the best for the end, right? So again, for all of you supporters, for all of you who are my clients, for all of you who are sending me private emails and of encouragement, of warm wishes, I cannot tell you how appreciated that is. That actually means a lot to me. And each comment left on a website is also very meaningful. In spite of all these hours, I still every day spend time reading it, and each time I bookmark with my cat, like if after reading the comment. So thank you very much, and without further ado, let's jump right into your bi-weeklies. Hi guys, this is Aquarius, September 1st to 15th. Bottom of the deck we have the Magician and the Wheel. 1 and 10. So this is kind of really interesting energy. The Magician is a person who is willing to say anything just for one moment to pass by, for them to kind of like try to con you into something. So they might be successful at this, and we might realize that they have been successful, but somehow, no matter what happens, whether we are kind of talked into something or we believed somebody where the truth was completely different, we are going to be on top of it this time around. So don't sweat, don't even engage in any kind of like arguments. It's going to work out okay. So something or somebody is coming back, or we are coming back to some kind of old issues. Maybe the old issues that have been on the back burner. They're not necessarily good things. Six of Swords generally talks about moving on, talks about kind of transversing to a safer place, leaving. The idea is to leave the problems behind or solve the problems. So coming back means, okay, certain things need to be addressed. This is being crossed with King of Swords. So now this is interesting. There are 2 swords. It's going to be very kind of like a cold cut approach. Kind of like facts and nothing but the facts. And it looks like this is what happens. Once when you decide that you're moving on, you have reached the point of pretty much no return. Even when people talk you into coming back, it's like you're kind of biting this and wondering, what am I doing? What's my reasons for doing it? And this is exactly what it looks like. There's going to be some kind of like thinking process, right? Because look, this kind of like would be the butterfly and the freedom in the upright situation, but this is in the reverse situation. So it's going to be a question of, okay, why would I lose my freedom for? What is in it for me? Kind of like, and that kind of would make sense with this Magician. Is this person telling me the truth? Sometimes people promise anything, right? It could be the ex-partner who is changed, right? Yeah, but you know, They didn't change once, twice, 3 times. We already know they're not going to change. Just because they say they are changed doesn't mean they are changed. So it looks to us, looks to me that we might actually go back to see it for ourselves. Maybe they come back and maybe we see them, and this time we are going to look for the actions, cold-blooded facts. Are you going to change? No, this is just the very last choice. You see, ultimately we need some rest. Look at this, look at how much mental energy we have. Whoa, yeah, it was something that felt bad, but it was like a recovery. Recovery was already taking place. Look at it, these are all swords. And now this card that I don't like, cats and grapes, this is toxic. And that's all I can think of when I see this card. And this almost like kind of destroys this entire deck for me. So, however, what this card means, and let me focus on the meaning, and it's grounding us. It talks about friendship. It talks about enjoying being with people, doing things with people. So this is a near future, kind of like we are running out of steam. When Knave of Wands or Page of Wands shows up, it's somebody who is very enthusiastic generally. It's like, go, 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 let's do it, like energy, right? It's like what you see like Tony Robbins and all these people who always seem to be so high, right? Like literally I get tired just by looking at these people. But this is like the opposite. This is like, okay, I really am tired right now. I need to sleep. It's like kind of, okay, I cannot take it. This has to be done coolly and slowly. It's not though that we are slow in the thinking. It's just like kind of like in acting. You see, there is some kind of breakup. The Hierophant also, very much like the Magician, this is the card that I dislike the most in the entire thing. I can deal with sneaky, I can deal with negative, I can deal with haters. But this is somebody saying, you must follow me. You must, or else, I don't know, God will punish you. Or there are big rules. Or you come and work for the corporation and the boss tells me these are my rules. And then you feel like that you have a kind of like tinfoil hat emperor who is basically talking to you. Of course, I'm Aquarius, I'm very rebellious. This never worked for me, that's why I'm self-employed. So this is saying that we have to be very careful that we don't become something like this. Because this is coming in basically in who we are. Are we, this can also have a good meaning, I'll tell you, but there are negative meanings to this card. Negative meanings are, well, first of all, to me the upright situation is always negative. Follow me. I have the keys to freedom. You have to worship me. Lay down and tell me that I'm God, right? Kind of a thing. I'm just saying, I don't think so. I don't care. So it's also at the same time warning us against the people who are trying to make us follow the rules, where most likely they're not following that rules themselves. So this is major arcana, so this is going to be very, very important. Remember, we had 2 majors over here as well. In the environment, we have another sword. How is this even possible? Getting so many swords. Knave of Swords means, again, looking in the matter, like maybe even kind of like checking out. It's definitely a card of a research. Somebody who is very young, somebody who maybe possibly thinks they know more than they know, and it could be somebody who will be coming toward us in that way, sort of like giving us this feeling that we are almost under attack, a verbal attack. Somebody who just simply doesn't have any kind of diplomacy or ability to understand how to approach the matters. So this is saying that, you know, well, this is us, we are dreamers. But 7 reverse talks about don't get lost in the dream world. And of course, like, I mean, when you're still a bit lost and a little bit kind of like needing recovery, it is like, why not? Kind of, sure, I can go there. Well, swords again. So guys, you're not going to really do much in this period, I have to tell you. It's going to be actually pleasant. We will actually have kind of comfort and friends on our mind. But look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swords. 6 swords. And by the way, the Hierophant is Taurus, so there is like, I mean, earthy energy in here that we will try to ground ourselves. And there is like some emotional energy, and we do have Wands, so there are like all kinds of energies are present. But it looks like this is going to be really highly thinking process for us. So this also could actually mean more air energy that we have over here. So this is kind of like very, very interesting. But altogether, I think it's going to be a period of quietness, period of thinking, period of empirically kind of like looking at people, at things and what they do, and nothing wrong about that. So I really need to clarify this Hierophant, because this is really important, as I want to see how is this going to affect us. Are we going to be rebellious? Are we going to kind of like check certain things inside of us that maybe we are reconciling, kind of like following the societal rules and the rules that we think we should be following? This also is questioning, am I in the right job? Am I with the right friends? Am I with the right partner? So I do see coming back to somebody. So that somebody could be this person here, but it could be that we are not that enthusiastic about it. But then we have this Knave of Swords as well, here as well. So these knaves are very kind of young energies. It's somebody who is immature. It's somebody who kind of like, just kind of like keeps, you know how children are, they're like really, they want to learn, they're very studious, they're kind of going forward, but ultimately is like me energy. So it's unfortunately that sometimes we just give that kids so much that they just continue with that me energy, like, I mean, well in their adult years. So I'm wondering if we are actually checking on us, or kind of getting that mirror effect of that me energy, and then trying to figure out if, you know, there is something in for us as well, because this is kind of like what is the key over here. So let me see this Hierophant. Constancy, yeah, that's kind of like is again Taurus. Old woman, that's right, not listening advice. Look at this. Of course, the Pope, priest, imam, no matter what religion you are, it's demanding blind fellowship, right? And here it is telling you, you will follow me, but you notice this person is like really not doing their own kind of like steps. So constancy and willing to build and rebuild something again is like upside down. It's almost like a give me kind of attitude here. It could be an older person that kind of like it's either in our life that we are kicking out of our life, that maybe we are tired of any kind of conversation. So I think this is kind of like coming to me as, you know, talk is cheap and talk is over. Right now, all I care about is action. And if you do not have these actions, like, I mean, if you're not going forward with what you're saying that you're doing, I am cutting you off. And it's not going to be an easy decision. It's going to be a decision where we'll really hope for the best, but we might feel stuck in how to solve it. We might even feel fear of leaving this relationship. You have to remember this relationship did bring pain. It did take a long time to heal, or maybe the healing still didn't finish for some of us. Let me see the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords clarification. What are Aquarians coming back to you? Thought. I told you it's going to be lots of thinking. You see, haughtiness is the card that talks about Peacock. Peacock actually doesn't have his, you know, feathers opened. So this means this is not a case of vanity. This is simply a case of presence. What is the higher person of all of this? And thinking through that. And exactly, just like a King of Swords. What is servicing me and what is not servicing me? And yeah, maybe that sounds like me, but it looks like we didn't have enough of that me, and we created an imbalance over here. So some relationships are not meant to be. Some relationships are meant to be friendships. And relationship has to be give and take. I honestly don't see the point of being mean, dishonest, toward anybody. And if people kind of like even show you just even a little hint that that's what they have, you guys have to understand that the answer is self-esteem. The answer is like knowing, hey, I can do better. Anything is better than you. You have to ask yourself, if you're behaving this way, would it be okay if the person kind of like kicks you to the curb? And I hope you're saying yes, because I really want you that in this period, because it's a lot of thinking, you understand that, yeah, we have to figure out, and maybe some of you are saying, well, I'm not getting any younger, and like, you know, this is an option on the table. It's better to have, you know, bird in the hand, the two on a basically branch. But the truth is, if you have somebody who is undermining you, who is basically taking and eating the fabric of who you are, that's going to be very, very painful. It's going to eat your soul. So it is much better to grin your teeth and kind of like move on. But we are not going to move on this period. Like, there is like still some kind of sorrow on the way out, and there is like still kind of like we are still not going on a journey with somebody. But there you go. You know what? Everything ends well. Again, just as I said, somebody is going to try to sell us on something, and we're going to say, okay, fine, let's see what you have. And then I think what's going to happen, they will just continue with their own merry ways. Because look at this, the very last card is also Wheel of Fortune surprise. The fisherman is actually fishing in, see here, money, which is unexpected. So we actually are having unexpected protection this time around. So I would say observance is really good. Just spend a couple of weeks just observing things around you. And I think the focus should be friendship. Friends. Talk to friends. Enjoy time with your friends. Friends will never let you down. You know what? This is something we do really well, Aquarians. We are really the best of friends. So guys, I love to hear comments. So please, you know, I read them all. You get my heart. And also like, share, subscribe. And I would love to see you on my Facebook. I wish you all the best. And Safi was here 2 or 3 times when I was trying to initially to record it, but she messed it up each and every time. So just to let you know, you have a kiss from Safi. Love you. Hi Aquarius. I was just saying I'm going to read for Aquarius, and guess who showed up? My little Aquarian girl. Hi Safi. Say hi to everybody. Hi guys. I was just shuffling. I was saying Aquarians, September 1st to September 15th. And somebody showed up. Hi, Safi. Do you want to know what is your Taroscope? Aquarians, it is my 3rd try because Safi was assisting and messing it up twice. So let's see if we can start. Alright, this is like September 1st to the 15th. Wow, bottom of the deck. Wow, this is really confusing. Really confusing. Okay, so somebody's going to give us a story. And it's going to sound really good. You know how enthusiastic we can get. We are possibly the most naive sign in the entire horoscope for the same reason, for the sole reasons, because we really want to try and trust people. When this is reversed, it's telling us to be very careful whom we trust. Because Magician reversed is like a person who's going to say anything in the moment just to get this moment by, just for them to look good. So, you know, yes ma'am, this toaster also can microwave your food. Yes ma'am, this toaster can also actually get like 50 channels you can watch television on. So be very careful. If something really looks too good to be true, if you feel that this could be conning or tricking you, be very careful. This is on the bottom. However, they're not going to get very far. So yay. And also, I don't know if you know that even though I had this like 2 minutes introduction, there are a few people who went out to their way, said, oh, the reading starts at 5 minutes. So okay, fine. Who cares about me? Who cares about me giving the 60 hours a month or something? It's just like, oh my gosh. So now when I'm basically shuffling cards, these people will face their karma much faster than they think they otherwise would. So I don't like this beginning. This is horrible. I'm mumbling through it.